Hello, hello, hello. What's up, Dwayne? How's the mic sound? Does the mic sound alright? Let me know if it's too loud, if the music's too loud, anything like that. Oh, thank goodness the NBA's back. I've missed it. Missed it, missed it, missed it. Sounding good? Good deal, good deal. Give everybody a couple minutes to get in here and then we will start it up. Get my camera right. Yeah, I played the wrong side of that Josh Jacobs news and it killed my Sunday, Dwayne. It killed it. Yeah, I got a couple guys I think that will be overlooked, like Marcus Smart. And you got to remember on a two gamer, anything less than 20% I consider low owned. I'm actually going to do that first before we go into position by position breakdown. Is I'm going to look at ownership, just what LineStar has posted, see what we can get from there. Jake LaRavia, another guy that's going to be under owned tonight, in my opinion, for a GPP. If you're playing a double up, of course, I'm not going to be playing Jake LaRavia, but good GPP play. Alright. Looks like you're the only one here, but that's alright, Dwayne. Alright, let's break it down by what LineStar has as the ownership numbers. Aaron Wiggins showing on FanDuel right now as the most owned. Absolutely get that. Best value on my board. Will be a staple in my lineups. Just a give me today. Followed by SGA. I actually like SGA more on FanDuel than Luka, but I absolutely will have Luka or SGA in every one of my lineups tonight. Amon Thompson, another guy I love, pulling 48%, absolutely should be. Curry, pulling 47%. I'm fine eating that. Only thing that worries me is, it's a Steve Kerr led team. Podziemski pulling 46%. Now, I like Podziemski today. I don't know if I like that ownership, though. Seems very high. Austin Reeves. Love Austin Reeves today. He's pulling 43% ownership. I'm okay with it. I'm going to eat it. Really like some Reeves today. Caruso. Pulling 43% as well. I like Caruso as a value play today. I'm on it. Fine with it. Jonathan Kuminga. I don't like that ownership. 42%. The team's healthy. It's a Steve Kerr team. It's going to be a deep rotation. You got Curry. You got Jimmy Butler ahead of him in the pecking order. I'm just not on that Kuminga ownership. Now I have Kuminga. I'm playing, 200 lineups today, and I'm just going to have some of him, but I will not have 42% of him. Luka, I love Luka today. I mean, Luka SGA going to be in every one of my lineups today. Chet Holmgren pulling 39%. I'm okay with it. I prefer Isaiah Hartenstein today, but I will absolutely have Chet as well. Lou Dort pulling 39%. I understand why, because of his price on the two gamer, but I don't like Lou Dort as much as the public does. He's a defensive specialist, and you hope he knocks down some threes. And I don't like those defensive specialist guys in my lineups. Jimmy Butler, Due to lineup construction, I get why he's pulling that ownership, but I'm just not there at 36%. I will have some of every one of these guys I'm talking about, playing a bunch of lineups. It's 2-gamer. But if I'm building one lineup, I don't think Jimmy B is going to be in it. Conflict, what's up, man? I hope you're doing well. Tari Eason. Now, here's a guy I love. I love Tari Eason. He is the quarterback for the second team. It's already been confirmed. Jabari Smith Jr. is starting over Tari Eason. That means Tari is going to run the second unit. Really love Tari as a GPP play. I'm all over him. Going to be playing a lot of Tari Eason today. Really wish I could play 2 centers on FanDuel because I love Steven Adams today, and I love Hartenstein. They're both right here at 32% owned a piece. What LineStar has them as, I love them both. Probably going to get to more Hartenstein today, but both these guys, great. I want all of them. I think that's the way we got to attack this slate today, guys. If you're going to cheap out, I'm doing it at center today. Buddy Hield, he's fine. I don't mind Buddy in my lineups, but again, Steve Kerr team, I'm going to try to go light on the Warriors. I bet the over. I think they're going to score a lot of points, but I think they're going to spread it around. Jabari Smith starting, only 5K, happy to play him. You get a starter for 5K, 32% owned, can't argue it. KD, I think he's fine, pulling 30%. Dre, pulling 30 as well. I don't like Draymond as much as the public does. Cason Wallace, I would rather just get to Lou Dort if I'm being honest. Rui Hachimura, I like Rui quite a bit today. I told you I liked Reeves. I like Rui as well. Just in my opinion, pecking order is going to be Luka, Reeves, then Rui. That's how I see it playing out in my head. Only 22% owned. I want to be above that number on a 2-gamer. Like him a lot today. Marcus Smart is a very interesting GPP play. Anxious to see how he's going to fit into this team. I think he could be a great player on that second unit. Sengun, I think Sengun is the ultimate GPP play today. I'm attacking the slate by cheaping out at center. It seems like everyone else is as well. 9,100 is a lot to pay for him, but we've seen Sengun pay that off tenfold. Then again, he hasn't had to compete with KD on his team for usage either, but here we are. If you want to get really different, LineStar has Sengun pulling 15% ownership, great leverage score. Love Sengun if you're playing in a large tournament and you really want to get different. I'm going with Sengun. Jared Vanderbilt, I just don't like the way he plays. He should get plenty of minutes today, but he's just a defensive specialist, and he has trouble racking up fantasy points. If he's your last guy in at 4,100, I absolutely understand it, but not somebody that I just love. Reed Shepard, you play him, you hope he knocks down threes. Not a guy I'm super happy to have in my lineup, especially at 4,900. Plenty of options above him I want to go for. Al Horford, I think he is 78 years old now, and still playing in the NBA. Quite an accomplishment. Pulling no ownership according to LineStar, 9%. If you throw him in your power forward spot as a GPP play, I'm okay with it. Not a guy I'm going out of my way to target by any means, but he's fine. Gabe Vincent, 3,700. He's a punt play. I mean, that's all it is a punt. I'd rather go with a Jay Mitchell, but it's a punt play, like I said. DeAndre Ayton, I mean, there's just too many options above and below him I like today. I think he's going to have a ton of rebounds today. I do. But is it enough to pay off 7K? I would just rather get to Hartenstein, who's cheaper, Adams, who's cheaper, Chet, who's more expensive, or Sengun, like we talked about. Just the odd man out for me today. I do think he pulls a lot more ownership than the 5% LineStar's given him, but I'm just not on him today. Don't care for Gary Payton, but $3,700 punt. If he's your last guy in, you just can't afford anybody else, I'm fine with it. Not on Dalton Connect today. Jake LaRavia. Very interesting play for me. 3,900, pulling no ownership according to line start 3%. Really like some LaRavia today. I think he gets meaningful minutes on this Lakers team. Don't mind him without LeBron. Jalen Williams, I'm just not there. Okogie, Holiday, Santos, no thank you. Quentin Post, just a GPP, last guy in at center. I'm not going to be going out of my way to get him by any means. And Osman Deng, this dude tore up the Summer League. I don't know if anybody watched it, but he tore it up. I don't know if that translates to minutes in the regular season now, but if you're punting one lineup, I like this guy quite a bit. If he can get the minutes, he can play some basketball. All right. Any questions before we go to position by position? All right. At point guard, Amon Thompson. I'm going to skip SGA for a minute. Amon Thompson, I love him. He will be a core piece for me tonight. I just can't get away from him. The dude is great. Love him. Steph Curry, I really like Curry's price. I want to play a lot of Curry. But Steve Kerr, I hate Steve Kerr's rotations so much. It is head scratching. It is a nightmare. But if I land on Curry, I'm happy with my lineup tonight. Podziemski. Don't mind Podziemski. I don't like the ownership he's pulling, though. If he lands in my final lineup, it's just kind of those, okay. Luka. I'm going to put Luka and Shai together. Luka and Shai, they will be, one of the two will be in every lineup I make tonight. Just putting it out there. They're the two best basketball players playing tonight. Luka has no LeBron on the court. He's going to take all the usage he can get. I've already bet his over on points, rebounds, and assists. I love Luka tonight. I like SGA just a tad bit more for lineup construction on FanDuel tonight. On FanDuel. On DK, I like Luka more. FanDuel, I like Shai more. But either way, one of these two guys should be in your lineup tonight. Love them both. Cason Wallace, he's fine. He's just a salary saver. He really is. 4,600, totally fine with it. If you're playing a GPP, I may be more inclined to go to Marcus Smart, who's going to pull less ownership, but is more risky. Reed Shepard, talked about him with the ownership. I would honestly rather just have Cason Wallace or Marcus Smart for cheaper. Reed, if he comes out tonight and knocks down 6 threes, I'm going to regret saying that, because he absolutely can. But, what's the likelihood of that against OKC? A very good defensive team. And then the rest of these three guys, Gabe Vincent, Jay Mitchell, and Aaron Holiday, I'm probably going to have no Aaron Holiday, to be honest with you. And Vincent and Mitchell are literally just last guys in. You need salary savings. Can't fit nobody else. I prefer Mitchell to Vincent, but either one's fine. Flip a coin. Move to the two guard. We talked about the two guys up top already. Austin Reeves, I love today. Will be a core piece for me. Luka's going to do a lot tonight, but he can't do everything, and Reeves is the clear number 2 now. Really love Austin Reeves. Going to be all over him. Alex Caruso, I like a lot. I like Caruso quite a bit. I know he's a defensive specialist, but he kind of does everything. He is a veteran. He's going to run the second unit. Let's see, these aren't the confirmed starting lineups yet, but pull it up just so you guys can see. LineStar has Caruso starting. I don't think that happens. I think Wiggins starts. What does NBA.com have, or ESPN? Yeah, they got Caruso. I will wait to see the official lineup. But either way, I love Caruso and Wiggins both. Um, whichever one's not starting is actually the one I would prefer because they're going to run the second unit. They will. Let's see here. Yeah. But Caruso, Wiggins, love them both. Lu Dort, we talked about. I mean, he's fine. 4,400 defense specialist. You hope he knocks down a couple threes. Buddy Hield, I don't want to see him in my lineup, but if he is, I'm praying his shot's falling. And we talked about pretty much all these guys. Have no interest in Gary Payton or Josh Okogie. Small forward, we just talked about Wiggins. Love him for value today. Just easy plug and play at 3,900. Even if he's starting or not starting at 3,900, he's just too cheap. He really is. Kuminga, I do not like his ownership at 42%. Kuminga would probably be my fade if that's going to be his actual ownership. If I'm playing one lineup, Kuminga is not in it. Talked about Dort. Jimmy Butler, I don't love Jimmy, but my first 150 lineups I ran, I got quite a bit of him just because of lack of playmakers, I guess you could say, on the slate, and he was just fitting all the builds. I got 55% of him. I definitely want to lower that. We can look at it here. Yeah, Jimmy Butler, 55%. KD, 55%. And I'm only getting 53% of Luka and 17% of SGA. That is absolutely not going to be how I play it out tonight. But if he falls into my lineup, I'm fine with it. Tari Eason, we talked about. Love this guy today. 5,400 is just super cheap. Talked about these guys. KD, he's fine. I mean, it's Kevin Durant. You know what you're getting with KD, right? But not a guy I'm forcing either. Buddy, we talked about Rui. I really like some Rui Hachimura tonight. We don't need a 30-point game from Rui tonight, but I absolutely think he can with no LeBron on the floor. I'm not saying 30 real points, 30 fantasy points. But I think Rui has that kind of upside, and that's what I'm looking for tonight. And then no interest in Gary Payton, Dalton Knecht, Santos, or Jeff Green. Power forward, Chet Holmgren. Hey, I like Chet quite a bit today, but I'm going to be playing so much Hartenstein that I don't know how much Chet I'm going to get. And you can definitely play both of them together, but I prefer not to. I'm going to have lineups with them together because I play 200 lineups a night, but I'm going to try not to have them together. And we talked about most of these guys already. Jabari Smith, he's starting tonight. Don't mind 5K for Jabari Smith. I really don't. I'll take him all day at 5K. Draymond, I do not love Draymond Green tonight. He'll be in some of my lineups, but again, let's just look at Golden State. Let's look at power forward. Kuminga, Butler, Green, Horford, Santos, Trace Jackson Davis. They can all play the four. And then you move to center and you still got Quentin Post. I mean, that's just so many guys that we know that Steve Kerr's going to play. He's going to play all these guys. And it's frustrating. So, will I have some Draymond tonight? Yes. But I will be nowhere close to 25% that the field's on him. Talked about Rui. Jared Vanderbilt, I would much rather play Jake LaRavia for $200 cheaper as opposed to Jared Vanderbilt. Al Horford, much like the Draymond Green deal, I know Horford's cheap, but how many minutes is the senior citizen going to get tonight? And then, not really interested in Jalen Williams. We talked about Osman Deng when we were going over ownership. Great GPV play if you are feeling ballsy. It's really up to how many minutes his coach gives him. And then we move over to center where Steven Adams looks great. 3,900, easy plug and play for me. I would prefer Hartenstein tonight, but you can intertwine either one of these guys, whichever one fits your build. The Rockets like to go big. That is a very tall team. I believe Holmgren and Hartenstein are going to have to play most of this game because of how big this Rockets team is. And I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it. Give me both of these guys all night long. Sengun we talked about. Really like him as a GPP play because no one's going to be on him. Everyone's going to try to go cheap at center and then pay up for SGA and Luka. And that's just the way the slate's going tonight. Well, if that doesn't pan out, Sengun is going to ball tonight, in my opinion. He's just a great basketball player. We talked about Ayton. He's fine. There's just so many guys I like above or below him that I'm not getting a lot of them. And then I have no interest in Capella, Post, Hayes, Trace Jackson Davis. No interest. All right. You guys have any questions before we go with the core and our then we go over to DraftKings? Just typing. Hello, hello, hello. What's up, Dwayne? How's the mic sound? Alright, can you guys hear me? I don't know what I done. I had something going on in the background. But I got the core posted in the Discord. First piece is going to be SGA. I mean, he's just too good not to play tonight. Second piece, Amon Thompson. Third piece is going to be Alex Caruso. Where'd he go? There he is. Then Aaron Wiggins. And last piece is going to be Hartenstein. And I'm going to move these down some. So, 4 Warriors in the core. I'm okay with it. And let's move Amon to the 2 guard there. Let's run it to see what we get. Would I play Jabari and Eason together? Yeah, I think it's fine on a 2-gamer, brother. Fine on a 2-gamer. I almost put Austin Reeves in the core anyway, so this first lineup I love right here. I love this first lineup right here. That is sweet. Yeah, I like this quite a bit here. So yeah, looking good on FanDuel. I like that. And with this core, Curry's the most owned, followed by Podziemski and Reeves and Tyrese and KD. Even getting some SGA Luka lineups in here. Like, sign me up for this. I like this quite a bit. Just trying to find one of those. Right there. So, like, this lineup right here. you get SGA and Luka, Amon Thompson, and yeah, not excited about Podziemski, but who you gonna replace him with, really? You know. And I mean, just this whole lineup, I love. Other than Buddy Hield, Buddy Hield is the only question mark, and if he's hitting his threes, I mean, this lineup's winning you money tonight. So, looking great there. Like that core quite a bit. Let's move over to DK. I'm gonna go position by position on DK, and here we go. So, I told you guys in the FanDuel segment that I liked SGA better on FanDuel. I like Luka better on DK. Either way, I love both of these guys tonight. Even on DK, one of the two will be in every lineup I make tonight. 36% ownership for Luka compared to 26% for SGA. Play whichever one. They're both fine. Both fine. Steph Curry, I do not like him near as much over on DK because of the price. He's $9,300 over here. He is only pulling 20% ownership, though. That is nice. Amon Thompson, still really like him over on DK. Pulling 32% ownership. I'm there. Really do not like this price on Brandon Podziemski. $6,600 is just more than I want to pay for him. More than I want to pay for him. Play on a bunch of lineups. I will have some of them, but not a guy I'm getting to a lot on DK. Casey Wallace, 5,100. If he falls into the lineup that cheap, that's fine. But honestly, I'd rather have Marcus Smart for $800 cheaper. Just the way the cookie crumbles. Reed Shepherd, much like Casey Wallace, just give me Marcus Smart and the savings. Ajay Mitchell, definitely fine at 3,800. Great value there. Pulling 27% ownership, which, I mean, you know. What's up, Don? I'm back, baby. It's NBA season. I'm back. But we'll be playing a lot of Ajay Mitchell today on DK at 3,800. Gabe Vincent, 3,500. I would much rather try to find $300 more to get to Mitchell, but if you can't, Gabe Vincent's fine. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. Aaron Holiday, Will Reichard, Pat Spencer, Bronny. No interest in them. No interest in them. Not going to be playing them. At the 2 guard, love Austin Reeves. I can go ahead and tell you, Austin Reeves is going to be a core piece for me on DK. He's just too cheap at $7,300 for the usage he should get today. Love him. Talked about Amon, talked about Podziemski. Lou Dort. I like Lou Dort a lot more over on DK where he's $4,400. He's pulling 42% on the ownership chart. I don't mind it. Don't mind it today. We talked about Casey Wallace. Just get to Lou Dort. He's, $700 cheaper. Play Lou Dort. Buddy Hield, I hate a $5,800 price tag on Buddy Hield on a healthy Steve Kerr team. No, thank you. No, thank you. I do not want that at all. Talked about Marcus Smart, Reed Shepherd, Gary Payton. $3,200 is super cheap. It is, but man, I'm going to try to avoid that if possible. What's up, Prince? And then I have no interest in Dalton Connect. Really no interest in Josh Okogie. I would rather just play Gary Payton over Josh Okogie. And I really don't want to play Gary Payton either, so what's that tell you? Kevin Durant is far too overpriced for me over on DraftKings at $9,700. I'm playing a bunch of lineups, so I will have some of him, but I doubt I'm even at the 18% the field is. He's just too expensive over here. Jimmy Buckets, still 8K over here. He's overpriced in my opinion, just like KD. Now, I will get some of him, but I will be nowhere near the 27% the field is. Tari Eason. I still love Tari Eason over on DK. $5,300 is a steal, and I'm happy to pay that for Tari Eason. Rui Hachimura. Again, love this guy. I'm going to have a lot of Rui tonight. Tari and Rui are probably my 2 favorite small forwards today. All your value, in my opinion, on DK is at the small forward position because I love Tari, I love Rui, I love Aaron Wiggins, and I love Alex Caruso. Those four guys are my favorite value pieces over on DK. Speaking of which, Aaron Wiggins, Alex Caruso, I'm going to want one or both of these guys in most of my lineups on DK tonight. Buddy Hield, I hate that price, no interest. Not going to be playing any Guy Santos. Jake LaRavia, I like a ton at 3,600. I am on the Jake LaRavia train today. Sign me up. We got the OKC lineup pulled up. Let's see about the Lakers. So with LeBron out, I also think Jared Vanderbilt is going to start for him. But I think LaRavia could definitely cut into those Vanderbilt minutes if, they need some offense. So, at power forward, I like Chet quite a bit today. I prefer Hartenstein. Don't really want to play them together, but if I have to, I'm fine doing that. Draymond at 5,700, much easier to play over on DK at this price. I will have much more Draymond on DK. Not excited about it, but his price makes it easy. Kuminga's price, on the other hand, being more expensive than Draymond, I don't like it. Just give me Draymond for $200 cheaper. Jabari Smith, 5,200. Don't mind paying it for him. I would prefer Tari Eason, but I think either guy is fine today. We talked about Wiggins. Al Horford, I cannot pay 5,500 for this old man. I'm sorry. Vanderbilt, just give me Jake LaRavia for $300 cheaper. I mean, it's that simple. And much like I said on FanDuel, if you want a total punt, it's got to be Dink. This guy played lights out in the summer league. He done great, but nobody knows how many minutes he's going to get today. Nobody knows if he's even going to get on the floor. It is the ultimate risk, but I will have one lineup with him in it just for shits and giggles. Moving over to center, just like I said with FanDuel, Sengun is the perfect GPV play today. Everyone is going to pay up for SGA and Luka. No one's going to be able to get to Sengun. The way to attack this slate is value centers, so nobody's going to be on Sengun. Perfect GPV play. 8 and 6.3, it's fine. I would rather just have Hartenstein and Adams today. You guys know those are my two favorite centers. And then really none of these guys I'm interested in. Hartenstein, Sengun. That's it for me today at center. That is my centers. So, I will post in the Discord my DraftKings score. And then we will build with it on the show. Alright, I got it posted in the Discord. Now let's build with it. Let's go with Luka, Amon, Mr. Aaron Wiggins. Where is he? There he is. And at center, Hartenstein. So, I'm actually going to move Wiggins to power forward. I love this core right here. Luca, Amon Thompson, Aaron Wiggins, Isaiah Hartenstein. Let's see what it gives us. Perfect. Perfect. These first two lineups are perfect. I really wanted some Austin Reeves in this lineup. He's in this first one. Literally the only person in this first lineup that might scare you is Jake LaRavia. I like Jake today, so it doesn't bother me. So really liking this first build a lot. Second build here, we got DeAndre Ayton with it and Lou Dort. So really like what it's spitting out right here. Really, really do. But with that, gentlemen, I am going to get out of here unless you guys have any questions. If you have any questions at all, please let me know. And I am happy to answer any questions you guys have. Any questions you guys have, let me know, and I am happy to answer them. Either site. For sure, Don. And you guys, you can always reach me in the Discord, too. You can always reach me in the Discord. Still getting a lot of Podzimski. Getting a lot of Kaminga. Don't like that. Of course, of course. Man, I do not like how much Kaminga I'm getting. Yeah, I'm always available in the Discord if you guys have any questions at all. You guys know that. That's what I'm there for. A lot of Dort and Holmgren in this one. Alex Caruso's price. What happened? They come out with a lineup or what? Yeah, just what I thought. Caruso's not starting. The Thunder will start SGA, Cason Wallace, Lou Dort, Chet Holmgren, and Isaiah Hartenstein. Also, check that out in our Discord, guys. We have an NBA news tab. It gives you all the up-to-the-date news. So, Wallace and Dort are the two starting. So I'm going to give a little bump to Wallace. Not a lot, though. Not a lot. I already have him kind of where I want him, really. Maybe I'm not going to. Wonder how the Warriors will use him this year if they cut it. Who are you talking about, buddy? Al Horford or who are you talking about? All right, I got to get out of here and get my lineups made. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Make sure you like the show, share it with your friends, join the Discord. It is linked in the description. But if you have any questions, I'm in the Discord all night, boys. See ya.